Hi. Yeah, you see, I'm at the school with the bad reception or the bad Wi-Fi, whatever it is. So it's just a little continuation of my last video, which is that, we're in a day and time that, the feminine energy is going to be much more prominent than before. We're going to see changes, massive changes in so many different arenas that men would usually control. Men that you would usually call, you're going to have a lot of more women doing this instead of the men. Not because, because women can. There's been for so long that women have been subjected to being put in the background and, putting men up front. And I'm not saying that, a lot of the men were not necessarily, what's the word I'm looking for? Successful in being at certain things, but you see a lot of rubbish that's taken place because of them being in those spaces. But now you're going to see a lot of women are going to be put in those positions in order to show how it's done right, without the drama, without the confusion, without the warish energy. You know what I mean? That's what's going on now. So as a female and as a an advocate for all women worldwide, all over the place, it's time to take our place. It's time for us to stand up, and it's time for us to acknowledge who we are. It's time for us to be strong and to be courageous about who we are and not feel inferior because of the things that, oh gosh, I thought it cut me off again. Because of the things that we do. Hey, Ish! How you doing, darling? So yeah, it's time for us to do so. My first video, I said a lot more on there, but I'm not going to stay on here too long. But yeah, it's very much time for us to be in that light of empowering ourselves, empowering each other to step up and stand up and take our places where we're supposed to be. And not just sit there because we feel inferior to a male-dominated society. It's bad enough that we have society that will look at, colour or culture as being less than. It's even worse when we take on that kind of energy just from being a female, you know what I mean? And this is females all over the world. So again, like I said, it's time for us to step up, stand up and own who we are and accept it and in all of its glory. Because if we don't, who else is gonna? You know what I mean? But it's changing, and you see, you're not going to be able to sit there and think that women are not going to take the places. It is impossible. So like I said, women all over, you watch. There's going to be massive changes. The feminine energy is standing up now and making a difference and making themselves known, because we have to really get in touch with who we are. The younger generation have to understand that it's not about, even if just because you have a cycle, it doesn't mean you're less than. You're a lot more than people want to give you credit for. And with that, you have to understand it, and you have to feel it within you. It's not something that you can just, oh yeah, okay, I have a cycle, keep it moving. No, you have to feel that empowerment within you to know that, this is an energy, a life force within you that came to do something. It ain't no small thing to be able to give birth. That's a dynamic energy that people just disregard like it's nothing. You know what I mean? And we got to stop that. If we don't empower ourselves, we don't empower each other, that's where the problem lies. We have to do this for ourselves, and we have to do this for each other in order to make sure that feminine energy rises to where it's supposed to be, to where it used to be, and to where people fear it to be. And those fears have been going on for so many generations that those fears have reared itself, made it become putting in their face, basically. All this feminine energy doing what it's got to do. These are fears of people not wanting the women to do what they was meant to be doing. This is fears coming up. That's what it is. When you fear something so much, you make it your reality. And this is what's taken place now. Their fears have pushed us to the point where we can no longer ignore ourselves. We can no longer be ignored as to being a very powerful energy force that nothing can be done without us. And when we understand and know that nothing can be done without us, we'll start to claim some more stuff. Just watch the changes. The changes. They're here. It's not even coming, they're here. And they're going to be more and more and more. So I just say, whether we have a cycle, love the fact that we have a cycle. You're only nasty if you don't bathe. And that's got nothing to do with you having a cycle. That's got everything to do with you being a personal, nasty person. Point, period, dot, end. It's got nothing to do with your cycle. Okay? So love who you are, what you have. Remember, once a month for 12 months of a year, you thinking negative of yourself, that's too much. That's consistent negative thoughts about yourself. And if you think of all the women that do that, that's an energy that's being pushed out there that is not ours. It's been placed upon us for us to feel that that's what it is. And we got to take that back and say, no, we're not that. We are much more and continue to show that. So anyway, I'm going to leave it there. But like I said, love who you are, love yourself, love the empowerment that you have, love the strength that you are, because the feminine energy is here and it's not going anywhere. It's on the rise. It's rising and rising and rising, and you feeling good about yourself and good. The fact that you are female and that energy that you carry, whether you have a cycle or not, you're assisting in the vibrational change in this planet, and that's what is needed to make the changes. Okay, anyway, now thank you for listening. And the first one got cut off because of the bad reception. Hopefully I just finished it off here. But anyway, much love to everybody, and I'll be back again with another one. All right, take care. Peace out. Love you all.